What's going on from the editor's desk, second edition, second ever time. Andy Coppins, managing editor here at Madtown Badgers. Those of you who weren't around for the first time, this is just my chance to opine on whatever is kind of tickling my fancy around Badger Nation. And folks, today is a perfect time to do this. You know, if you watched Badgers Power Hour, you listened to it, you know that I kind of hinted at something coming down the pipeline this week, and well, it came today. And that's the 2016 and 2017 Big Ten football schedules being released, and released to quite a bit of fanfare and I think quite a bit of shock around Badger Nation. And I find it ironic and funny because just 2 months ago, when the 2014 and 2015 schedules were released, I believe I used the words, be careful of what you wish for, and, you know, kind of tamp down some of the fervor about not seeing Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, and Penn State on your schedules in 2014 and 2015. And what I mean by, you know, not seeing them on the schedules is, and being careful of what you wish for, is that it may come back to bite you in the ass. And it did in a big time way. For all of you who were bitching and pissing and moaning about not seeing these guys on the schedule and not getting a chance to see them in Camp Randall, or whatever you were bitching and pissing and moaning about in terms of 2014 and 2015, I hope you're happy because the Big Ten offices listened, and frankly, I don't think you even like the outcome. And so frankly, that's what I'm saying. Be careful of what you wish for, because the Big Ten handed down a big stinking pile of yuck to the Badgers. And by yuck, I mean the first 6 games. So do the math. There are 9 Big Ten conference games. The first 2/3 of the conference schedule are against the 3 likely contenders in the Big Ten East, and that's at Michigan State, home to Ohio State, and then against the 3 likely other contenders besides the Badgers in the Big Ten West, and that's at Iowa, Nebraska, and at Northwestern. So in the first 6 games, guess what, folks? The Big Ten season is done and dusted for the Wisconsin Badgers. If they go 6-0, pretty much there's going to be no stopping the Badgers. If they go 3-3, guess what? The season's over in terms of expectations anyway. So yippee skippy, congratulations to all of you who wanted a much more difficult schedule. Hope you're happy, because it's about as difficult as it comes. Now, that being said, it also proves the point, and something that we've been talking about for the past few months on Badgers Power Hour as well, and that's in terms of everybody just assuming Wisconsin's going to walk and only need to win that game against Nebraska to go to Indianapolis. It's just not true. 2016 proves it, because guess what? You've got to beat the other cross-division opponents in order for your division games to also matter as well. On that note, 2017 gets much, much easier. No Michigan State and no Ohio State on the schedule. Home games against Northwestern, Purdue, Maryland, Iowa, and Michigan. The other takeaway for 2017 for me is to watch what Indiana, Minnesota, and Iowa look like in 2017. If Ferentz is at Iowa, if Kill is at Minnesota, and if Kevin Wilson is at Indiana, it means these guys are likely more than fringe bowl teams and are likely contenders inside their divisions. And frankly, that means our schedule is a hell of a lot harder than it looks right now on paper. On that note, again, folks, sometimes be careful of what you wish for, because you just might get it. On that note, Andy Coppins, managing editor, signing off, saying have yourselves a great day, and as always, on Wisconsin.